Hey, how's it going and welcome along. I'm Rory from Giraffe Head Studios and welcome to this video. A little bit different, it's not a devlog. What it is that the game has this tutorial before you begin and I've turned that into a special build specifically to send out to certain people. I thought it would be fun to send it to our community manager Sam for his first go at trying to get through it and see how he gets on. So he did a kind of reaction video as he played through and I'm now going to react to him reacting and talk about that. So it's a bit of a fun idea. I like it a lot. Don't know quite how it's going to turn out, but this is the full, uncut, unedited version. So hopefully it's fun. We'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. And yeah, don't forget, if you're not already, make sure you head to the Steam page and wishlist the game. Cool. All right. Thank you. Not thank you. All right, let's begin. Let's jump in. So I've done this kind of setup so that I can see Sam is over there. The main screen will be all around me. And we're going to do it like this. And let's see how we get on with this.
How's the sound?
I need this on so I can hear him.
100% CPU. I do like the music.
Good. It's supposed to be quite chilled out.
This is a lot to read.
Right, so there's a couple of things I was just going to say about this intro sequence. I didn't want to go for the normal, just making it so it's, you know, a black screen with the logos and stuff. I wanted to do it in engine, in world, because I thought it would be fun. And obviously I can do some fun stuff around here. Now, this is the epilepsy warning. And there, you know, there's a gag about the fact that they never stay on long enough for you to actually read them. No one actually reads them, that kind of thing. So that's why there is a red bit of text at the bottom to say, ensure that you've read all of this before moving on.
That's not, there's too much, there's not enough wait time at that.
Yeah, see?
nowhere near enough time to wait and read it.
There's another funny thing here as well, is that this, the dude pushing the box, it's fully physics-based except for his walking animation. So therefore, sometimes the box just flies away and he's just seen pushing nothing. It looks quite funny. I've decided to leave it because I thought it was good.
Nice. I don't know why. It's like gives me a little bit of a... It strains my eyes quite a bit. I feel like the edges are very shaky.
So I do have a purposeful camera wobble, so it doesn't feel like a still image. Perhaps I need to tone it down a little bit. I don't know. But this is as a fun thing. This is a kind of nod. This was heavily inspired, I should say, actually, by Overcooked's intro. That's kind of how their title screen looks, which I always thought was wonderful. So I've kind of riffed off that a little bit.
I don't know. Let's go. I like the music. I'm gutted I kind of dropped out that though. 100% GPU. Why is OBS struggling so much? I got a couple
because you've got quite a low-end machine there. I'm actually really impressed on how it's running. I'll be honest. Considering it's not optimized and there's a ton of stuff running that doesn't need to be running, just we haven't set it to not unload yet. It's just in the backlog.
A successful drop. 63% of test units break on landing. You're already exceeding expectations.
Oh. Okay, so that's obviously not right. The sound was a little bit lagged and the intro cut out.
The sound was probably lagged due to your hardware. The intro didn't cut out. It was intentional. It's supposed to go black. Then you then start. There's two reasons for this. One is technical. I don't have to show you getting up or anything like that, which is hard. And the other is it was an aesthetic choice. You know, the music's all the sound has stopped, and it's just his voice saying that line, which I've just literally forgotten. What was it? You're already exceeding expectations. That line should have nothing else. This is this is me being an artiste. Or another word, it's up to you. But it's that whole you're already exceeding expectations. It's that on its own is quite an important line. So it's supposed to be to a black screen. That's the reason. Yeah.
Love it.
Me too.
Ah, techers.
And that's a new word learnt for me. Techers. I have no idea what this is. I'm guessing this is my age. I don't know what that means.
Welcome to the RMF Recommissioning Center.
Subtitles would be good.
You're absolutely right. Subtitles would be fantastic. If I was using the built-in Unreal Engine sound files and cues, I could do subtitles in about 10 minutes. Done. Really easy. Unfortunately, I'm using Fmod because of other reasons that gives me other benefits. And it turns out, and I wasn't aware of this when I started going down this route, that subtitles through Fmod is a nightmare. There's nothing manually to handle it. There's nothing automated to handle it. There is no documentation. If you try and search YouTube videos on how to do it, I can find nothing. There is literally one post where someone said, "Oh, I actually managed to do it myself. It was quite easy." But I don't even know where to start. So, so this one it's in the list. I desperately want to get the subtitles in. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. It will come.
Mostly intact. Your blue coating suggests that you are special. Don't worry, we'll fix that later.
Yes.
Please, continue.
I'm not sure this is the music.
No, the music's still up in the air.
To run. If you don't, well, that's how test subject 42 ended up like that.
It would be funny if he slipped.
It would. It would also be incredibly difficult to make look good.
Oh, this is
Not
new.
difficult to do, but difficult to make look good.
Impressive on reports.
I do think subtitles on by default would be good.
See previous comment.
I think that would be a nice touch. It's very pretty. Excuse me.
Press space to jump. Note, failure to jump may result in mild shame. Remember, height is just a ground that has not accepted you yet.
One thing I have noticed is that when you like look certain place and jump, the arm comes into camera. I don't know. It's only sometimes.
This is a very difficult thing to overcome.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Still not sure this is the right music.
If I sound happy, that's only because my voice settings are set to cheerful. I'm actually quite depressed.
Borderlands
I
gag,
think that
in
this
case
music
you're not
sounds
aware.
very corporate slideshow.
That's interesting because it's absolutely fine that the music might not be right because, like I said, this is my it's one of those things that you feel as you play it and sort of maybe it grows on you, maybe it doesn't, or whatever. I would never have put that with corporate slideshow. It's supposed to be ethereal, kind of spacey. So that's an interesting one. But yes, that's the reference on the screen now for the Borderlands gag, which is Claptrap saying that if I always sound happy, it's because my voice settings, I'm actually really quite depressed. I love that gag, so I've included it.
Lol. I like how it's like cropped out.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be.
Congratulations. You've entered authorized construction
Nice.
zone. You can either use G to open your build menu, or yell at the ground until structures are
That menu's annoying.
Ah!
I totally
To get
forgot
rid
you were
of
going to do
something
that.
you don't want, right click and you can delete it. Try not to delete yourself.
Because I've seen that clip in the shorts.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't think you were talking to me though. You got told off. Good. Totally thought you were going to do that. That made me jump. What did what was I actually going to say? I was going to say something there as well. I've genuinely forgotten what it was now. Oh, it was the menu, because when you first pressed it, the stuff, it was black in the middle. It doesn't appear. The whole menu was an original concept when we very, very first started about having it as a rolling kind of menu. But it's proved to be really cumbersome. The more things that have been added, it's not very good. We're going to improve the menu. But it's lower on the priority list because of the fact that there's so many other things we need to do. Whereas that, while it's not great, does work.
Where are we? Place an object. Place an object. G. Dun, 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 dun.
This music I really wasn't sure about.
Right.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I can't jump that high anymore.
No, that's the point. The idea in the game there will be an upgrade so that will allow you to jump higher. Otherwise, building this ramp.
Oh,
up
good.
is
I'm glad
super
I'm glad that works now.
I'm guessing you're referring to the fact that you can now rotate using the mouse wheel, not just the arrow keys, which is nice. Nice feature.
Why I can't seem to place it on in midair anymore.
Yeah, snapping forward is
kind of helpful.
In midair. Yeah, we removed that because of the fact that again you could just put stuff in the air and then have
I'm
it
just
fall.
going to show off my inability of building things.
And another point is that yeah, we are going to implement the ability to snap forwards, so you don't have to be looking at the surface. As long as you look at the edge, it'll snap forwards like Satisfactory does. But that's just a difficult mechanism.
Constructive incompetence. I'm gonna try and like build it, make it look nice. I think maybe the music's growing on me.
Well, see, that's interesting because this is obviously different music.
I
I beg your pardon.
There we go.
My ears are not a toilet.
Let's put that there ready. Put that there. I'm doing this the single longest way possible. There is no way. I am confident that this is just my inability.
To be fair, this is quite painful to watch.
It's a good thing I didn't become an architect. I'm not gonna lie. We're getting somewhere. Ground that is accepting. Can we Minecraft this? Yes.
You can.
Yes, we can. Yeah. The ground is accepting us. Yeah, this is much better. It was so quick before. You used to be able to just like jump and get around it. This is actually, this is very Fortnite.
Yeah, it's supposed to give you the, give you the instill the ability to build. Because the building will be a big part of this as we move forward.
I want to delete this one.
Right click on the mouse. There you go.
Yeah. Sick. Oh, actually, this is actually very cool. I like that. I like that I've had to do this. That I couldn't just like jump up. I can definitely feel the jump isn't as powerful as it was.
Nope, you gotta get.
Am I gonna slip through there? Can I fall through there? All right.
Building your way out of a hole that you fell into. We call that career progression.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like stood on this hole, and I'm not falling through. But
yeah, you wouldn't want to fall through there anyway, would you? After doing all that work.
Welcome to target acquisition training.
Wish
Your
list.
job: take out the subject. Their job: stand there and pretend they didn't see it coming.
He's gonna scan it, isn't he? I so should have made that a Rick roll. Why didn't I make that a Rick roll? That does actually take you to the
so
Steam
wish
page.
lists to Steam. Nice. But I imagine if you're playing this, you've already wish listed it on Steam. Oh, because this is the early access demo. No,
but also, if somebody else happens to be watching this on YouTube,
I love this banana.
Yeah, that's the thing about me and bananas. If you play any of my previous two games, there's always a big, heavy hatred of bananas themed throughout the game.
It's you again. Have we fixed this yet? No.
Fixed it? What do you mean?
So we can't put them on the roof anymore or on the walls?
Some assistance here. Try popping a
No, you can only place them where they should go. And another thing we've added since this is it also shows you where you can't now. So you get a red hologram.
Congratulations. You successfully placed a heavy object on a thing, allowing it to fall directly onto your helpless wooden colleague. A perfect display of your clearly towering intellect and moral dubiety.
I don't even know what dubiety means. The 3, 2, 1. It's a bit piercing.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm
the
gonna
sound
say it's very. Ow.
Those sound effects were implemented by an original.
Oh, I do
developer.
like these. I do like how these have been done.
I just mentioned this. Yeah, so those sound effects were implemented by the original developer, and I can't find where they are. We will. Don't worry. It's not. It's not something that they're lost forever. But I've not been able to find exactly where they're implemented yet. because they're not done in the normal way. So that's a job, is to find them, do them in the normal way, and then I'm going to make them nicer. But I want to change the whole 3-2-1 thing. I want it to be much more stylish, much more sort of in keeping with the game, not just the numbers that float into the screen. I want it something a lot slicker. So that, again, that's in the to-do list.
So when we hit enter, you go into free cam.
Yes.
You don't have much time to like get into position.
And it's interesting that you talk about this because of the fact that when I first had this 3-2-1 system, I actually put it out on TikTok and asked, is this good? Should it be instant? Should it be longer? Whatever. And the general feedback was that seems about right. But it has made me think that we might make it so that it's changeable in the settings. So you can either have it so it's instant, so boom, stuff happens, or there's a counter and you can increase the number, perhaps. Definitely no promises, but maybe. I think 3 seconds is enough. I think
it's very fly around, so you can quite easily get the angles.
And in case you're not familiar as well here, by the way, if you press Q and E, you can actually go horizontally and not horizontally, you can go vertically up and down. So it means you can really fly around like it's God mode, basically. So you can see it from any angle.
I do wish maybe there was like a bit of, you could jump into free camera without having to trigger it.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
But no, it looks cool.
I want to get into free camera without triggering it. Well, you've got to, that's what you do. You enable it so that you can use it. I don't want it to be that you can have free camera without physics happening, because then that's kind of, well, I mean, why really? That's the point, is that you're supposed to be this person that is going around doing all this stuff. Oops, sorry. And then you move to the places you need to do, but you get to see it from anywhere. Now, originally you didn't. Originally you had to go and stand where you wanted to be. You had to actually set yourself up somewhere to go as well. But this is the kind of balance between them. So yeah. So no, that's the system, and that's how it is.
I like how they've turned these into bathrooms. On Kickstarter. Yes. Gonna scan it. Make sure it works.
It's the antithesis of pleasure, isn't it? Watching somebody scan a QR code.
It does take us there. How many saves have we got now? 75. 75 saves. Come on.
It needs to be higher. Come on. Higher.
Open all the doors.
Appear to be faulty. It's probably fine.
What lights?
The ones that aren't switched on.
Oh, these ones. I like the yellow line. It's a nice nod to Stanley Parable. I haven't mentioned that before. I've just noticed.
Thank you.
The cola bottle thing.
Please turn your attention to this informative display about the RPX Cola feature. It will be a key part of the game eventually. Probably. We've just been very busy, so it's not quite ready yet.
I'm going to take this opportunity just to briefly say, this will be the first time I've actually talked about this in any kind of public forum, but the RPE Cola feature I'm so excited about, because it's a really cool, clever feature. Basically, the RPE Cola bottles are hidden around the factory, so you have to go around and find them, and you can take them to the cola recycling machine, which is in the main factory hub area, facility hub area, and you can recycle them. So for every one bottle you put in, it will turn that bottle into a prop that you can use. Now, you'll start off with very limited number of props. And when I talk about props, I'm talking about fridges, stoves, pianos, boats, inflatable flamingos, that kind of thing. Now, all of those things are pretty much all locked when you first start. So you find a cola bottle, you put it in that machine, and what it will then do is it will give you almost like a one-armed bandit, a fruit machine style thing. And it will create one of three things, and you have to choose which one of those three things it will create, and that will be added to your list to use. And the other two will go back in to the pool. So you find another bottle and do that. So that way, Everybody's lists are going to be different as they play, as they grow, because of the fact that they'll choose different things depending on kind of their personality, what kind of things they like. You know, maybe somebody really likes a toilet. They want a toilet. Maybe somebody else really likes a fridge. Somebody else really likes boats. So I think that's going to be a really cool and fun feature. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that.
I think if we just finished it on, we've just been busy, and then it's just not ready yet. I think that it's just not ready yet takes away from the humor and makes it a bit realistic. Whereas if it's just like, we've just been busy, it's like, we might do it, we might not. And I think that kind of incorporates into the humor that we're working with. The fucking doors closing in my face.
Yeah, agreed. No, it's fine. I'll do that. And a note, by the way, the doors purposefully close because they get locked behind you so that you can't backtrack. And this is something, useful tip if you're into game dev or whatever, this is something that I learned during Who is Abby. So my original plan for Who is Abby was that you could walk anywhere. You could go anywhere within the level at any time. It was fully open, but there was a path. But because you start in a forest, loads of people that were early testing it kept wandering off into the forest and getting lost. So we had to then restrict it. So, okay, now it's linear, but you can still go back to anywhere you've already been if you want to go and investigate further. And the first thing that people do when they get to the new areas, oh, I must have missed something, I'm going to go backwards. So I now have it built in that, sorry, you don't get to go backwards. If you're finished in an area and there's nothing more to do, it gets locked as you carry on. If you want to play that area, you have to reboot the level. Purely because of the amount of grief that I got off people going, oh, there's a lot of backtracking in this, when there wasn't. That was you that did that. You see people, sorry, this is a small rant I'm going to throw in the middle of this video. You literally see people on YouTube playing the game, right? And they're going, oh, I can't figure out what to do here. Oh, I bet you I've got to go back. And they start walking back. Going, oh, there's a lot of backtracking in this. And then they look around, they don't find it. And then they carry on. They go back to where they just were anyway. And then they solve the problem. They find the thing they needed, or they figured out the puzzle. And they go, oh, God, and I had to walk all the way back there. And you didn't. You chose to do I've always made it so the puzzles are quite localized. And then you blamed me for your own misunderstanding. So that's why doors lock behind you. You can't go back unless you restart. Rant over.
A bold design choice made entirely to slow you down.
I think it's this one that's first. Yes, I love the Stanley bucket. I love that this is here. I feel like it should be more the actual Stanley bucket, though. And I
don't know what you mean by that. I have actually revamped this room now, though. It looks an awful lot better than it did here. And we've also fixed this so that your build from the initial build room can't creep through the wall like it has done here. That doesn't happen anymore. All of your stuff in that room gets deleted when you leave. So
blocks have seemed to find their way into the room. Yes, last time I clicked yes, I'm going to click no.
Incorrect. You might have thought but in fact it was, of course, a cleverly designed philosophical trap.
I broke it accidentally.
Yeah, that's because of the
I wasn't actually trying to break it. I just wanted to press no.
Oh, dear.
It's quite funny.
That's
like
good. I like
that it's broken, but
it's
I don't
cool,
love how the block is just stuck. I don't even see where the bucket went. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
I think the bucket got very launched.
This one.
Welcome to my art station. Every single poster, painting, and vaguely threatening safety graphic you'll see in the facility was generated here by yours truly. I've been testing a revolutionary AI art model trained on an ethically ambiguous dataset with zero artistic understanding. There are some that say machines can't make real art. Those people will be silenced and replaced with JPEGs.
Oh, what is that, like, overlay I'm seeing?
Yeah, I don't actually know.
Yeah, like in the red, it's like that one doesn't have it.
Yeah, that's a particular texture.
That one's
issue.
like gloss finish. That's
just
nice.
one of the poster styles.
A little bit of checkeredness.
I'll try and fix that.
Yeah, nice gloss finish. That one before had this kind of like stripes on it from the light. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. I've actually fixed up this area a bit as well.
Nice.
I've refined the gag as well. I think the gag is stronger now as well. But obviously you have to wait till the next video to see what that is. René Magritte tribute there.
This is eating my GPU.
As I said before, I'm amazed how well it runs, considering how unoptimized it is in this version. And you're running on a potato, aren't you? That's probably a bit unkind. Sure, it's not a potato. A watermelon.
Is that all?
Yeah, I think it starts looping.
What would be cool is if we could add fan art. Right, so people like send in their fan art and it gets included. Like we select it and upload it, and it gets added. I think that would be really cool.
If you can get some fan
art,
that
would be a cool feature. Let me see if I can see the stripes again, or if it was just my imagination.
No, it wasn't your imagination. It is an issue with that particular material.
Yeah. This one's got some funny stripes on it. I'm not sure why. It's the only one that's got it.
Yeah.
We've also cut the top of the thing off.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, moving on. I like this light. I like the orange.
Gold.
Let's move forward.
Don't worry about these guys. Their sacrifice is now perfectly formed data sets.
There should be more. They should just keep falling. Like that.
Yes, I agree. That would be really nice. Unfortunately, at the moment, I've got an issue where this particular set piece is causing an awful lot of performance issues. It's actually running quite well for you, but in my editor, this even on my high-end machine, this slows right down. I've got an idea where I'm going to try and have it so it's 3 that sort of cycle, so there's only ever 3 at one time, so that it can go a bit longer. But yeah, I don't know. I still think I can refine this gag, a little bit better. But again, it works currently, so it's low priority.
That Rick and Morty episode where Beth and Rick are managing the birth of a planet's children.
What do you think of the stairs? I made them myself.
Is that Unity? Is that one?
I like them. I like the stairs. They're nice stairs.
Thank you very much.
What are they? They tile?
It's marble.
It looks like a solid piece of marble up each side. That's actually fancy. Fantasy. This way.
This room is currently under construction. Do not enter unless you've already entered. In which case, ignore this message. Or don't. Just keep moving. Whatever.
This room is permanently... This room is intended to permanently be under construction, by the way. This isn't part of the gag. Like the RPX Cola, that genuinely isn't done yet. But this room is permanently going to be stuff. But what might happen is it's different. Each time you go in, it's slightly different layout. Maybe. That's an idea I have. It doesn't provide any value to anyone. But I like it as an idea.
I jump in there. Aha! I'm a canoe. I'm a conniving canoe.
It's easy for you to say.
I'm the canastiest work of nature in kazoos.
Isn't that Monty Python? Are you referencing Monty Python gags? This corridor is going to be important for a very cool Easter egg. It's not there yet, and you don't find it this run, but it's coming.
Right, or purple lighting.
Welcome to
I've only just noticed the music again.
Evaluation chamber.
That's the idea.
The only thing
That's the point of
melancholic almost.
Is your entire future as a ragdoll.
That is something that I'm trying to get with the music, is that you don't really notice it. And I think that is quite a good bit where it does that. The earlier stuff, maybe it wasn't so good. I don't know. But the music still needs to be refined. Important point there is if we can get enough followers on the Kickstarter, that's going to be one of the things that Kickstarter covers, is getting in a composer that knows what they're actually doing, not me being an idiot trying to figure this out. Getting in a composer to actually make us beautiful music that will be part of the OST. So yeah, that's going to be covered if we can get our Kickstarter.
I just had a thought.
Credit for your previous Ragdoll Physics Experiments.
Oh, sick!
Something fun to play with in the practice sandbox. In this case,
oh, I'm so glad this works now.
Take out that ragdoll. If you do, I'll unlock the door for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the shop. It's got a few errors here. You can see some of the icons are being squished, but the shop is technically kind of working now. I'm really, really pleased with it. I love it as an interface in the game.
You don't understand how happy it makes me that this works, 'cause it looks so good. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool little menu, and I'm so glad that it... Yes! Ah, sick. Nice work.
It needs a ka-ching
guys. Very
sound
nice
there,
work.
though. I do need to add a
Very glad
ka-ching
to see that.
sound.
What I did just think, though, was to have, like, you know, in Skate 3, there's that, like, pain meter where it shows you, like, what's broken.
Oh, mate.
And, like, how much money it costs to repair it. Something like that might be a cool feature.
Yeah, we could also quickly just throw together an MMORPG version of the game as well, if you want. Sorry, that's me being cheeky. But no, it is a good idea, and it is something I did actually genuinely think about earlier on. But it's an up there, really difficult problem to solve later on.
But I'm sure if we enable mods that someone will do that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Get someone else to do it for us. That'd be nice.
So there's no diagonal on the cannon.
Not yet.
I'm gonna join him.
Whether that will come or not, not sure. That seems very unkind. I like the way you're thinking.
We're gonna. Oh, they go up. Okay, they can go up, but not diagonal. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good point. I'm discussing this with Roy at the moment about how we handle this, because when he added the ability to not allow you to put it all up the walls and so on, he made it so that you can actually still stick objects to objects, which has a place, but possibly not as default, because you can make some very strange orientations and so on. But yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. It's an ongoing conversation.
Put it on the walls. That's fine. I want to put one up now. No, I want to see what happens with this first.
This is funny. You're going to shoot yourself and him at the same
time.
Oh,
no.
Press enter again. There you go.
That's quite frustrating. So if I press enter, because you only have 3 seconds to...
That was actually a little bug. Oh, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there. That was a little bug. You shouldn't be able to walk as a third-person player after you've pressed enter. So it's a little bug that needs to be fixed.
To move, if you press enter, you have to wait for the animation to be over.
Palindromes around the facility. Each challenge is rated out of 5 stars. More stars mean more credits.
I didn't get to see this though.
More gadgets mean
Like,
more ethically great.
Yeah, right now the camera is fixed when you ragdoll yourself, because this is a gag that, you know, if you do get hit by something, you will ragdoll, and that's a gag. But yeah, at the moment the camera looks at you so that you can see that happening. Obviously, if you did want to see what was happening outwards, then yeah, you need to do that. Now, normally in the sandbox where you've built these, this wouldn't be a problem because you just press enter and do it again, and you can make sure you don't get hit and you can watch it. But obviously here is a one-shot pony because it's part of the tutorial. So yeah, if you miss this one, you miss this one.
Lol. The camera kind of so something like that, if you want to shoot yourself, it automatically pulls the camera over to you as the player's character, and I kind of missed out on watching this, which I'm a little bit gutted about. I wanted to see them happen to both, but I think that there are useful instances where it pulled the camera over.
Unless you can go boss side, you're not going to see see both. So it's a trade-off. But like I say, under normal circumstances, it shouldn't be a problem.
To you. But maybe a little bit more free control, but I think this is
yes, agreed.
More of a long-term solution thing. I don't think that's deeply necessary right now, to be honest. It would also be cool if this thing went up and down. I know that's probably a lot of work to get that to happen,
but
especially for a tutorial. So again, it's not...
No, that is actually quite easy to do. But the problem is the things it causes. And this is the thing. A lot of people don't necessarily take these things into account. And it's understandable why, because why would you? But typically in game development, as soon as you do one thing, you affect 3 others. Every time. No matter what you do. So there's multiple things where, you know, I've just gone, do you know what? This would be super easy to do and it'd be really cool, it'd be fun. I'll put that in there and boom, it's broken 3 other things. And this would create other problems because I'd have to then put in some way of making it so you don't get stuck. I'd have to make it so that you can get back down again. I'd have to put in a mechanism for you to get in there comfortably. It's actually really very easily doable, but it just would then need a lot of time for refining it so that it doesn't become a problem. And for a throwaway, for something for no value, again, it's trade-offs.
super. It's not necessary in the slightest, but
Exactly.
just a little thing that's like you could
Yeah.
either take the stairs or just use that.
Yeah,
It's
like I
not
say, it would be
essential.
cool.
Oh. Very Stanley. I don't know if that's meant to be like that, but it's very Stanley.
It is meant to be like that.
Okay, so we ragdoll when we hit the ground now. That's cool. I
And welcome
seem to have fallen through the map.
to the bug. And actually, this clarifies my point. So before, you used to ragdoll. Basically, there was an issue before where basically, if it ever detected underneath you a height of more than 5 meters, you'd instantly ragdoll. So you'd ragdoll in the air. So if you tried to jump over a gap, you'd jump and then you'd ragdoll before hitting the ground. And it was supposed to be that you ragdoll as you hit the ground. So this is what we've now implemented. But the problem is, what it does is it looks at where you hit the ground and then tries to respawn you at that point. Unfortunately, though, if you're right next to a wall, the engine needs to make a decision as to where to put your collision, and it will be either one side or the other. And if it's the other, you're falling. So we're working on, what we can do to improve that. One of the things, obviously, that I've put in since then is there's now a catch-all. So there's now a field underneath all the map where if you do fall out like this, it will respawn you to a defined checkpoint that I have placed. And there's also now you can press escape to pause the game, press respawn, and you can respawn if something like this happens. But yes, unfortunately, that means that's game over for your tutorial. You have to start again from the beginning. See you, boy.
I'm stuck. Alright, I'm going to have to start again. That's annoying. Right, we're going to start recording again from now. I want to be able to skip this as the tester, but it's not the end of the world because players won't have that problem.
No, exactly. This is an issue. Skipping this one is not as easy as it was the splash screen sequence where you can speed it up by pressing a button, because I have to set some special controls to skip it or implement an ability to skip it. The other issue that I have here is that because it's using physics, it's just a bit complicated to do, and because of the fact that normally you'd only see this the once, maybe twice, if you don't have a problem falling through the floor. I haven't bothered, but yes, I know.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Very much so. I've had to watch this. I dread to think it's probably in the thousands of times. So think yourself lucky.
Oh, it's laggy. Is that me?
A successful
I'd suggest possibly
that's me.
the VRAM is full.
Oh, there we go.
A good old restart of the
Game is
machine would
broke.
probably solve this issue.
Yeah, it's
but
broken again.
Unreal doesn't always let go of everything when you quit, and sometimes you have to restart the machine. It's Unreal.
Okay, so exiting the game and then coming back into it crashes it. So that's another. It's another
Yeah, I think
L
we've already improved
for the
this.
game.
I think we've already improved it.
I like that. Also, I didn't get to record. I like that I can I like that I can fast forward that.
Yes.
I like that. I do like that that's possible. Alright, we're still laggy a bit on my side.
That was what I was
We're
getting
not
at,
going
though.
to click
Yeah.
off because we know that that crashes it.
I might just cheat with them, skipped a little bit there. But yeah, that's running live.
A successful drop. 63% of test units break on landing. You're already exceeding expectations.
Yeah, so it crashes the intro. I don't get to see what happens. Love
That is what
the chair.
happens.
Love that. Is there another door? No exit. Not allowed.
That's what's going to become the
Welcome
testing
to the
for
RF
falling out of the map.
Center. You are mostly intact. Testing suggests that you are special.
I haven't added an Easter egg yet for this chair.
Please
There will be one.
continue.
Doing something with that chair.
Right, we're gonna fly through this
suggestion
tutorial
If
as
you
fast.
Suggestions on a postcard.
As we can now.
That's our test subject 42.
It'd be funny if he fell over. I think I've said that already.
Actually, there, I would quite like to have it so that you do something. You press a button and something happens to him. That's actually what I'm thinking, which is a little bit easier than just making him fall over. So I'll probably do something like that.
It burns calories. Ragdolls don't have those, but it looks impressive on reports.
Speed running RMF tutorial.
That as well is something that I do want to do. I want to have that. That'll be an achievement for completing the tutorial in under a certain amount
Press
of time.
space to jump. Note, failure to jump may result in just a ground that has not accepted you yet.
And a special tip as well. If you want to get through those doors fast, don't spam the button on them because the light could go green and you could be mid-handle animation. If you wait the moment that light turns green, then press it, you'll be absolutely opening it as quickly as possible.
By the way,
Would save countless milliseconds.
I should say, if I sound happy, that's only because my voice settings are set to cheerful. I'm actually quite...
I think the doors should be set on user position instead of...
I'm going to preempt you a little bit here. So 2 things. 1, this door is set to shut within 2 seconds because I don't want you... I need you to not try and go back once you start building anything. So this needs to get locked right behind you. And it's supposed to be you step out on that ledge, you don't actually jump off, but the door shuts behind you and locks. Now you've got no choice to go back. There's a very specific reason for this door to shut soon.
The doors opening should be set on user position.
And in terms of that, that's exactly how they used to be, but they're not anymore because it was too easy to just keep running through and overlapping all the vocals and missing points and so on. And again, I want this to be, you know, quite an important experience. It's the first time playing, so therefore I want to control when you go through these doors. And I want you to have heard everything, so it is done based on the vocals. So it stops you overlapping stuff and rushing through it.
And not the speech. I like how they close on me though. Oh shit.
I like that as a bug.
Congratulations.
I think that's great.
You've entered authorized
But yes, as long as it
construction
spawns you
zone.
like that.
You can either use G to open your build menu.
Every time you do it, you'll get a little bit better.
Until structures appear.
I did that last time, I'm not doing that again.
Use G. To get rid of something you don't want, right click and you can delete it. Try not to delete yourself. Again.
Right. Again? Is it fucking aware that I've done this already? It'd be, yeah, the snap feature could, I say could, be slightly more polished. But for an early set access,
See the previous comments about the snapping.
absolutely fine.
These headphones are hurting my ears.
I'm still confident that I'm doing this the longest way possible, and it is.
To be
maybe
fair, you should have seen Steve try to do it.
Hot bar instead of having to go to G every time. A hot bar might be
Oh, right,
worth
okay.
adding in the future.
Yes, there are 2 items in the backlog that cover this. One is indeed a hotbar along the bottom, so that you can isolate. No, that's not the right word. Allocate, I guess. The hotbar will be numbered, so the number keys on your keyboard, 1 through to 0, and you can, from the menu, choose which ones sit in which number. And then, yep, you can just press 3 to access the things you, or 4 or 5 or whatever. So that's one thing that I'm doing. The other thing is like a color picker. So basically, if you look at any object you've already placed, press the middle mouse button, it will automatically select it and put it in your hands for you. So those 2 are coming.
Just so I can just pick 1, 2 if I'm building something large scale, especially like in the demo.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world. I think it's more just because it's a new mechanic. It's something that I'm not used to in gaming. That's probably why I have these thoughts. But yeah, I think that's actually quite a cool idea to just play through this. Just keep replaying the tutorial and just keep sharing thoughts, ideas, processes, and then we can just post them. Right, let me out.
Building your way out
Yes.
of a hole that you fell into.
That's career progression.
Welcome to target acquisition training. Your job, take out the subject.
Let me out.
Their job, stand there and pretend.
Fun fact for you here. I added this before I'd figured out how to lock doors behind you. Because I didn't have a clue how to lock doors behind you before. And this was the only way I could think of to stop you going somewhere. I've said that wrong. Not lock doors behind you. Unlock doors when I want. I hadn't got the ability to unlock doors when I wanted. So I'd use this because this is a sequence. And it's literally, it's basically when you get to a certain point in this corridor, it does a delay, a timer, and then plays this sequence to open that so that you can walk through it. So it's like just an alternate way around it. And I really like this. I should have done more of it, but this was the one I really, really needed to delay you. Because there's quite a long bit here when he starts talking.
Try popping a boulder on the ramp above, then hit enter, and you will officially conduct your first...
A third-person mode would be cool.
Congratulations. You successfully placed a heavy object on a thing, allowing it to fall directly onto your helpless wooden colleague. A perfect
cut this
display
bit.
of your clearly
This bit on its
towering
own.
intellect and moral dubiety.
What is that man doing?
Yes,
These lights appear to be full.
a third-person mode might be cool.
No, it would. This isn't Tomb
Before
Raider.
proceeding, please turn your
No.
attention to this informative display about
Out.
Look at it.
feature. It will be a key
I'm talking to
part
you.
of the
Look at
game
it.
Eventually, probably. We've just been very busy.
End it there.
So,
All right.
3 doors. A bold design choice made entirely to slow you down.
No.
Incorrect. You might have thought that was a bucket, but in fact it was, of course, a cleverly designed philosophical...
Maybe have different things for different buttons.
It is.
Different
It
voices for different buttons.
says- But you press the same button both
They
times.
press no.
To my
The yes
eyes,
one doesn't make
Every
sense.
single post...
The gag there is that it doesn't matter what one you press, you always get it wrong. So you might have noticed that the labels underneath actually switched around. So, again, you just can't get that right, and it mocks you about it. That's the point of it.
painting and vaguely threatening safety graphic you'll see in the facility was generated here by yours truly. I've been testing a revolutionary AI art model trained on an ethically ambiguous dataset with zero artistic understanding. There are some that say...
So, I don't know
machines
if you
can't
could hear that
create
just
art.
then.
Those people will be silent.
That's an old bug. I'm sure that's fixed now. But you've just triggered the dudes to fall through the ceiling in the next room before going actually through there. And it must have been your arm reaching through the door, like clipping. That's done it.
And replaced with JPEGs.
So you won't see this animation now.
Their sacrifice is now perfectly formed.
I like the stairs. I hope this isn't
You didn't
super
even notice
laggy,
anyway. That's
This
good.
room is
because I'm sharing quality content, quality feedback.
you've already entered. In which case,
You do need a new PC, matey.
or don't. Just keep moving. Whatever.
But at the same time, it's handy for me to know sort
Let me
of
out.
where the game bottlenecks on a lower end
Ooh.
machine.
We're not here to click all the doors. I want the click all the doors
Final
achievement.
test, the performance evaluation chamber. Don't worry. The only thing riding on your success here is your entire future as a ragdoll. You may have noticed you were awarded a credit for your previous
Oh, this frame rate, dude.
Well, we were technically we were
better.
rewarded.
in the practice.
Should I just have an aneurysm?
In this case,
We were
and use it to take out that ragdoll.
good lord.
If you do, I'll unlock the door for you.
We technically had 25, not 1.
Yeah, all the numbers need to be balanced anyway.
That's why do I have to click left mouse button instead of E?
That is a very good question. And I don't have a good answer for it.
Strange. Right. Shoot the bastard. Fuck, I missed it again. Got it bang on though.
That was hard work to watch.
Another thing is aiming on the cannons. I found
Yeah.
this when I was playing it before.
More ethically grey.
A line telling you where the ball's gonna go would be good. I really hope this is like just the device being like...
A line on the cannon. That's a good idea, but I actually like the idea of the skill shots. So that was one of the things that I did for fun, was seeing if I could take out a ragdoll that was on the opposite side of the hall, and I made a big tower and I put the cannon on it so that the ball would drop. And it took me like lots of trial and error to get it right. And I think if there was just a line there, it would I'd do it first time and it'd be kind of boring. So I actually like it without a line. However, when you said aiming, I thought you meant as in, so interact with the cannon and adjust where it's pointing. And that was originally planned, but I think it's not quite within keeping. I don't know yet. So that's something that's up in the air.
Just the device being laggy, right? This is where we fell through the floor.
So don't fall too close to the wall.
Good. We haven't fallen through just yet.
You will.
Amazing.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm
no, you're
stuck
in the wall. Yeah. Right at the end.
Kurwa mać!
What was that?
Ja pierdolić. Ja suka mama. Ale ma chuj.
That's really unlucky. Don't stop it.
Third time's lucky. We'll
my
try
soul.
it one more time.
This is painful. Oh dear.
I wish I could fast forward this bit as well.
I know. I can. But then I would have missed that, wouldn't I?
A successful drop.
Oh, mate.
63% of test units break
Great,
on
on him.
landing.
I'm gonna know this off by heart soon. This black screen is dead. Hate that happens. Speed run.
You can hate all you want.
Hello there.
No.
Welcome to the RMF recommission.
Out of the fucking way.
You are mostly intact.
Let me through.
Blue coating suggests that you are.
Special.
Don't worry, we'll fix that later.
Later.
Ended up
Still think it should fall over. Oof.
running burns calories.
Ragdolls don't have those.
But it looks impressive on reports. Press space to jump. Remember, failure is just a ground.
It hasn't accepted you yet.
By the way, I should say, if I sound happy, that's
Only
only
because I'm pretty to joyful. Actually, quite depressed. No, don't.
Congratulations. You've entered authorized construction zone. You can
Fuck!
That's funny, so you can fly back up.
Right click and you can delete it. Try
You
not
won't be
to
able to
delete
get the key
yourself.
because you won't be able to get past the
Again.
collision.
What is this?
That's the entrance to the tutorial area.
Well, at least we can It's all broken. I can see it down there. Lol. We can explore stuff because it's broken, so why not?
So you can see the stuff that's permanently loaded.
Now this music makes more sense. I'm like this ethereal being. That's the elevator.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. This is the button room.
That is, you're right.
What is that?
That's the
Is this a
sandbox.
sign?
That's the sandbox, that's just part of the roof.
Right.
And,
It's broken,
That
so I'm
shouldn't
going to
be loaded.
enjoy
That's
it.
what I was saying. That's a huge
Haven't
drain
been
on
able
your
to
machine
complete the
that you can't even get
tutorial.
into at the moment. It should be unloaded.
Because I keep falling through the map. I'm confident. Like, I've done it 3 times now. And I'm confident that if this version goes out, other people will have the same problem, if not all
You're
of them.
absolutely right.
We get back inside.
Oh, look, you found a way in. It's like Subnautica. But obviously, yeah, you can't get through that
Open the
door.
doors. All right. Yeah, that's my feedback. Oh shit!
He's stuck forever. No, because you
I
just
see
press
that
enter
coming.
twice and you're
Oh,
fine.
we just keep falling. Yeah, there's still crazy high-pitched sounds.
Well, I haven't fixed it since you told me about it in the same video.
You
that I'm
are meant to be
reacting
falling. Ragdoll Physics Simulator. No. Ragdoll Physics Experiments.
Good job. You did well there.
Alright. Done testing today.
Oh dear.
How's the sound?
Thank you, Sam. So there you go.
100% CPU.
Shut up. Thank you, Sam. Well done. That was quite painful. we fixed it now, so it's not as bad. We're still working on making it so you don't actually fall through or get stuck in walls. these are one of these things. It's just very hard. We've got to put in some kind of special mechanic to solve that. And yeah, like anything, if we spend time on that, it means that something else gets less progression. So yeah, it's all about balancing. But there you go. That's the end of this one. Thank you very much. Make sure you add it to your wish list. Go to the Steam page. Cheers. Bye for now.